He says Justin is a cherub. He has power over those little girls. I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe it. AJ, how you doing, my buddy AJ? Bieber's wings were made of musical instruments. Lucifer himself has musical instruments built into his body. You guys are smart, man. In fact, let me go look at this again because I did not pick up on that. Yep, you're right. I see the guitars and the cymbals and all that stuff. Boy, you guys, man, you're getting good at this stuff. And then I had 20 people telling me Miley Cyrus. I appreciate that. Dan says Justin Bieber has an owl tattoo in his arm. I'm sure it's from the Tootsie Roll commercial. I'm sure that's what it is. Okay? A 1, a 2, a 3. And if you don't know what that means, you're not an American. All right? Let's see here. Darren says, very quickly, Sasha is what Russians or Bulgarians or other Eastern Europeans shorten for Alexander. We in Britain say Sandy. So I think possibly Sasha is meant to be Satan. Could be. That could be a possibility. Let's see here. Miley Cyrus. Karen says, I did have sleep paralysis. It was totally of devils. Okay. From teen to young adult, my sister witnesses several times me screaming out with no noise out of my mouth. It did happen a few more times, but I was able to scream out Jesus in my mind, not saved yet, but going through the emotions of it, and it did flee. It was a demon on my chest. It was real, and I never was able to tell anyone about it until last year when I read more about others' experiences. It was not my brain, just had to share. It was horrible, and I've never forgotten it in 30 years. Karen, I don't disbelieve you. I really don't disbelieve you. And I appreciate you sharing that with us. And I would say that if anybody ever had an experience like that, it won't hurt to cry out unto Jesus. It won't hurt to do that. Even if you can't do it with your voice, all right? So anyway, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, and maybe I'll try to study on that a little bit later on when I get a chance, all right? Let's see here. Matt says, hey, Pastor Mike, hope this doesn't sound ignorant, but how does one know if he or she is really saved? No, it doesn't sound ignorant at all. It's a good question. It's a question a lot of people ask. I understand verses such as Romans 6:23, 10:13, 1 John 1:8-9, Ephesians 2:8-9, 1 Peter 1:23. Is it the 9 fruits of the Spirit being manifest in our lives, or the 7 spirits of God working through us that is an indication of whether we are saved? First of all, let me give you this, Matt. The Bible plainly teaches us. In fact, John said in 1 John, these things have I written unto you that ye may know that you have eternal life. And here's what I'm going to tell you. I cannot, and no preacher in the world can tell you whether or not you're saved. A Catholic priest can't do it. The Pope can't do it. Joel Osteen can't do it. I can't do it. And even your local pastor cannot tell you, yes, you're saved. I said so. Can't do it. You and you alone will know that you're saved. How will you know you're saved? And I like what you're saying here. The fruits of the Spirit, the 7 spirits of God working in us. How about this one? The Spirit crying, Abba, Father. The Spirit of His Son crying, Abba, Father. When you begin to see God as not as some faraway force out there that hates you and can't wait to send you to hell, He's waiting for you to make one mistake. But when you begin to see God as your Father, and hopefully, Matt, you had a good father. And if you didn't, I feel bad for you, but I'm telling you, when you begin to see God as a loving Father who cares deeply about you, who will give you whatever you ask for, and who will not withhold any good thing from you. And obviously a good father would not give his son, hey, son, here's some cyanide candy, but don't eat it. It's bad for you. We would never do that. God wouldn't allow that either. But when you begin to see God as not some faraway distant entity, but as a close personal Father of you, who will chastise you when you're bad, who will straighten you out when you turn against Him, that's when you know that you are born again. Now you have a new father. And you know that God is your father. And that's just one of many ways. Again, search the scriptures. In these ye think that you have eternal life. All right? Hey, God bless you. It's good to be with you today. Tomorrow is Sweetie Pie Day. I am looking forward to it. I like spending my day with my sweetie pie. All right? I like spending time with you, but enough of you. Oh, sorry. I didn't want you to see the fierce countenance. God bless you. It's good to be with you today. Had a good talk today. Appreciate it. Love you. Adios.